Imagine a man who's seen it all: fame, fortune, love, and loss. A man who's been a cowboy, a cop, a director, and a legend. At 95 years old, Clint Eastwood, one of Hollywood's toughest icons, said something that stopped the world in its tracks. "She was the only one who could do that to me." 9 simple words, but they carry a lifetime of heartbreak, passion, and a story that's never been fully told. Who was this woman who could bring a giant like Clint Eastwood to his knees? Today, we're diving into the incredible life of Clint Eastwood, his rise to stardom, and the one woman who left a mark so deep, it still haunts him. Grab a seat, because this story is one you won't forget. Clint Eastwood was born on May 31st, 1930, in San Francisco, California. His family wasn't rich. They lived through the Great Depression, a time when many people had no money and struggled to survive. Clint's dad worked hard as a steel worker and sometimes as a migrant laborer, moving the family all over California. Life was tough, and young Clint learned early on to be strong, to keep going no matter what, and to rely on himself. Those lessons shaped him into the man we know today. Someone who never gives up, who stays calm under pressure, and who always seems to have everything under control. But even a man like that can have his heart broken. When Clint was in his 20s, he got his big break in a TV show called Rawhide. He played a cowboy named Rowdy Yates, and people loved him. The show ran from 1959 to 1965, and it made Clint a star. But he didn't stop there. In the 1960s, he teamed up with an Italian director named Sergio Leone to make 3 movies that changed everything. They were called A Fistful of Dollars, For a Few Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. These weren't your typical cowboy movies. Clint played a mysterious character called the Man with No Name, a tough guy who didn't talk much but always got the job done. His squinting eyes, dusty hat, and quiet strength made him a hero to millions. Those movies turned Clint into a global superstar and made westerns cool in a whole new way. By the 1970s, Clint was ready to try something new. He starred in a movie called Dirty Harry, where he played a tough San Francisco cop named Harry Callahan. Harry didn't play by the rules. He did whatever it took to catch the bad guys, and audiences couldn't get enough. The movie was a huge hit and led to several sequels. Clint's tough guy image was set in stone, but he wasn't just an actor. He wanted to tell stories his own way. In 1971, he directed his first movie, Play Misty for Me, and showed the world he was more than just a movie star. He was a filmmaker with a gift for telling deep, emotional stories. Over the years, Clint directed and starred in some of the most amazing movies ever made. Unforgiven in 1992 was a Western that won Oscars for Best Picture and Best Director. It wasn't just about cowboys and shootouts. It was about what violence does to a person's soul. Then came Mystic River, $1 Million Baby, and American Sniper. Each one showed Clint's ability to make you feel something real, something powerful. He won awards, respect, and love from fans all over the world. Even at 95, he's still making movies, like Cry Macho in 2021, proving he's never slowing down. Clint Eastwood isn't just a star. He's a legend who's changed movies forever. But behind the tough guy image and the shelves full of awards, Clint's personal life was messy and complicated. He's been linked to so many women over the years, it's hard to keep track. Actresses, dancers, journalists, even a French movie star. Clint's charm drew people in like a magnet. He was like a modern-day Casanova, always moving from one romance to the next. But one woman stood out from all the others. One woman changed him in a way no one else could. Her name was Sandra Locke, and she was the one who broke his heart. Clint's first big love story started young. At 23, he married a woman named Maggie Johnson. They had 2 kids together, Kyle and Allison, who both followed in their dad's footsteps in the entertainment world. But as Clint's fame grew, so did the temptations. He wasn't always faithful, and his marriage to Maggie was rocky. While he was still married, he had a secret relationship with a dancer named Roxanne Tunis. They had a daughter named Kimber in 1964. But Clint kept that part of his life hidden for years. By 1984, after 30 years of ups and downs, Clint and Maggie got divorced. It was a big deal, and Maggie walked away with millions. Then came Sandra Locke. In 1975, Clint met her on the set of a movie called The Outlaw Josie Wales. From the moment they saw each other, something clicked. Sandra wasn't just another actress. She was smart, talented, and strong. She didn't let Clint's fame intimidate her. They started dating and ended up living together for over 13 years. They made 6 movies together, including The Gauntlet, Bronco Billy, and Sudden Impact. On screen, they were magic. Off screen, their relationship was a roller coaster of love, fights, and heartbreak. Sandra wasn't like the other women in Clint's life. She challenged him. She made him think. She saw the real Clint, not just the tough guy from the movies. They shared quiet moments, laughed together, and created art together. But Clint wasn't perfect. While he was with Sandra, he had relationships with other women and even had 3 kids with 2 of them. One was a flight attendant named Jocelyn Reeves, who gave birth to Scott in 1986 and Catherine in 1988. Scott's now an actor, and you can see Clint's rugged looks in him. The other child was Francesca, born in 1993 to actress Frances Fisher, who Clint dated after Sandra. By 1989, things with Sandra fell apart. Their breakup was ugly, with lawsuits and accusations flying back and forth. Sandra said Clint had hurt her career and lied to her. Clint stayed quiet, but the pain was clear. When he said, "She was the only one who could do that to me," he meant it. Sandra wasn't just a girlfriend. She was his partner, his muse, the one person who could make him feel things he didn't want to feel. She left him broken, and even years later, he couldn't shake her memory. After Sandra, Clint's life didn't slow down. In 1996, he married Dina Ruiz, a TV news anchor. They had a daughter named Morgan and seemed happy for a while. But by 2013, they were living apart, and their divorce was finalized in 2014. Clint has 8 kids that we know of, with 6 different women. Some of them, like Scott and Allison, are in the movie business. Others, like Morgan, stay out of the spotlight. Clint's always been private about his family, but he's close to his kids, even if his love life has been a tangled web. Now at 95, Clint's lived a life most people can only dream of. He's made over 70 movies, won 4 Oscars, and become a symbol of strength and grit. But when he talks about Sandra Locke, you hear something different in his voice. Not the tough cowboy or the confident director, but a man who loved deeply and lost. "She broke something in me," he once told a friend, "and I never figured out how to fix it." Those words hit hard. They show that even someone as strong as Clint Eastwood can be hurt by love. Sandra wasn't just a chapter in his story. She was the one who changed the way he saw himself. When Clint says, "She was the only one who could do that to me," he's talking about more than just heartbreak. He's talking about the way Sandra made him feel alive, the way she pushed him to be better, the way she saw through his tough exterior to the man inside. He had their quiet moments, late nights on set, stolen glances, shared dreams. Those are the things Clint thinks about now, sitting in his home in Carmel, California, surrounded by memories of a life well lived. Sandra's gone now. She passed away in 2018, but her memory lives on in Clint's heart. Clint Eastwood's story isn't just about movies or fame. It's about a man who's faced challenges, made mistakes, and kept going. It's about a man who's loved and lost, who's been hurt but never stopped creating. At 95, he's still here, still telling stories, still proving that age is just a number. But when he talks about Sandra Locke, you realize that even legends have their weaknesses. She was his, and maybe she always will be. If this story touched you, hit that like button and share it with someone who loves a good tale of love and loss. Subscribe to our channel for more stories about the legends who shaped Hollywood. Let's keep Clint Eastwood's legacy alive together. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.